my name is Jessica Holyfield, and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are here taking a look at Universe League, the title song, We Ready, the performance video. I'm pumped for this because I was notified that this existed, and there's a couple people that I am familiar with, 10 and J Park, just to name just off the top, that are going to be affiliated with the show, and I know this is coming out very, very soon, maybe today, yesterday, I don't even know, but I'm excited to kind of get what my palette per se on what we're going to be looking at in terms of just movement quality, what kind of vibe this is going to be, and also how this fares on YouTube in terms of, is this going to get blocked? I don't know, but we're totally here for this, very pumped to see what this is going to be about. Let's go ahead and get started. This is really funny. I think all of them are teenagers? Trying to be cool. Baek Kuyang, okay.
To groove. 여기 온선이가 나의 목소리 쏟아내는 외침 울리는 해주던
For a group called Groove, they're not really grooving, which I find to be funny in this. That was better. Improvement there. Better. Beat, groove, rhythm. So this should have, I think, more polyrhythms for this section if they're the rhythm group. It's more syncopated. Yeah. Fun. That was fun. Little doggy was cute. Little cipher circle's fun. Fun. There you go. I like the full outness there. Nice. Nice. Little light feet section there. Nice. Okay, so I'm assuming there's a chance that this was a ranked mission, possibly, where you fight for center, right? And maybe these were our guys that got to fight for center. In a nutshell, it's not the most, for it being a performance video, dance is more of that prevalent kind of thing on this. It was a bit underwhelming just from the jump for me, but you have to know my scope on this. Very, very, very familiar with survival shows at this point. And this is on SBS, not on Mnet, right? So, ooh, that's that. See, I'm not used to that as much. I'm used to the Mnet politics on things, and I'm used to Street Fighter, Stage Fighter, used to the Queendom side of things, right? So very Mnet heavy. I am intrigued on the SBS politics per se. I think it's kind of an interesting thing here. But I hadn't watched Produce 101 or any of those things. I'm more sensitive to survival shows in my humble opinion, just because of, you know, there's a lot of news out nowadays of just survival shows not treating people well at all. So that's why I'm kind of hesitant to kind of go into the episode side on this, maybe just tailor to the performances, since it does look very dance heavy up front. But anyway, we're gonna go from the top. I mean, I do find it kind of funny with some of these choices of choreography. They could just be a choreo thing or what. There wasn't a lot of groove. If you're gonna put groove over the side, have groove, and groove comes from this. It's not extremity based. It has to come with your soul as a person. So I think I found that a bit humorous to me. So that's a note I'm gonna give. If it wasn't the movers, it's the choreographers. So Bet Koo Young, I'm very familiar with his choreography, so I can make that note to him. He's done EXO, The Boys. I have done so much deep dive on his movement quality on this SMF as well. So I'm no stranger to it. So he doesn't do a ton of groove. So it doesn't surprise me that there's not a ton of groove in it. So yeah, so it goes, we go home. Oh, lead go on, we get it on top. So it goes, the knees, get it on top, get it on top. Yeah, so we're not, da-da-da. So I at least appreciate on the syncopation, da-da-da, presenting it to the corners, which is nice, bringing it up and bringing it in. And then we get it on top. So I am used to seeing whenever we do kind of levels, talking about going on top somewhere. Seeing this kind of stacking motion is nice. I like it. Having some degree of fullness with the back is nice to see there. And repeating it, whenever you do choose to repeat something 3 times, normally you want to avoid doing it the exact same way every time, sometimes deviating and building, like making it subtle, making it big, making it, you know, like changing dynamics, changing texture, doing something along those lines is going to help make these choices more, not inherently readable, but more appreciative visually. But also too, this is a concept shoot. It is not a fixed cam performance. Yes, I do know they have like a 26-second excerpt of like a fan cam of this. This was made for camera. So it makes sense why certain concessions were made to tailor to camera. I get that. That's fine. I'm focusing more on the actual like movement itself. So the little dig on that was fine. The accent, that was fine. They go down in, they hit it out. But that was a bit tricky to see how they got to that place, which was live. So they hit, I like the little throw, and then they do a little dig to the side with the hip accent. So I like that choice and how they kind of lean over or like look over, which was fine. They hit that little I like that sound. That was cool. And then we have somebody else coming in, boom, boom. And then they go better. So I wonder if are these 3 teams, or are they 3 groupings of people, like a group's known for rap, a group's known for dancing, a group's known for singing? Maybe. It gives me that vibe. Blue gives me vocal vibe. I would say groove, that group gave me, I don't know, the dance vibe, and then rhythm also gave me dance, but also, I don't know. I could not tell you. Or maybe they all had to choose their teams and they're affiliated with different captains, maybe. So they go with the knees. I'm looking forward to kind of understanding that more. They hit with a rotation on the wrist, which was nice. They go in. I like how we take our body, lean it forward. I like the rotation around there. And we push through. I like the switch up right there on the knees, which was nice. And the hit over, which is cool. So I would say my guy right there in that moment stuck out in a cool way there, which is fine. They go in and then they go out. And they switch up into the windows. They take the arms. They use that to help with the direction change on that with a switch up on the feet. The kickball change coming out of that, which was nice. Then we re-switch on the windows. Then it goes wick right there into the tripod corner shot. I've been seeing that a lot more in the Gen 5 era. This kind of shot here. It's full. It's fun. It goes VV. I like that. And it goes tension with the drop. That's fine. And it goes passion. Then we have them low on their V. And then you have a little bit high. Boom and the boom. So that was nice on the pull there. And they pulls in. Everybody pulls up on that point. Then he kicks over. And then it has we go hard. That's a range thing. This should be cleaner. But it's not. So that's going to be a note to the dancers or whoever's in this. Like just clean that up a little bit more. Yeah, to get it on top. So I like how, like we're driving and we hit it and knock it on the top. So focal point choreo, Koo Young, that's fun. That's fun. And it goes in the knee and with the feet is just nice. And it goes, game sock. We get it on top. So he hits it on the first one, get it on top. Get it on top. And then he goes and throws it. This camera could give you motion sick if you're not curious about. And did he say the words? Did he say the words here? Mouth them at all?
It's time to groove.
it's time to groove. It's time. I don't think he even mouthed the words accurately. Huh, interesting. Now this right here, boom, I like how we stuck that. That was fun. It brings it forward and hit it over. A groove, I've already kind of mentioned it. I will say it again, a groove, which is what is on their shirt. So there is an expectation that we are expecting them to groove, and they don't. So a groove originates from the chest and the shoulders, justified in support by the hips and the core. So this, you have to do that if you're going to claim groove. And they're going extremity based. Now in Korea, this I do know because I have colleagues that have been on shows in Korea. They have said this. A lot of times when it comes to the production companies like SBS, Mnet, KBS, what have you, JTBC, they a lot of times will force you to rehearse for long hours. That's a big thing. And we've noticed that in and out in general. Even if you're a foreigner, they will expect you to rehearse for 8-10 hours a day to prep for whatever show you're on. Secondly, it's they don't see groove. They prefer cleanliness over groove, like clean lines over groove, which is why sometimes you see a lot of these types of survival shows don't have like a ton of groove like you see K-pop groups do. Do you know what I mean? So that's why for me, I'm going to give the note to the company out the gate. This could be an SBS thing, and it may not be a Baek Young thing. And baby, SBS was like, no, we don't. This isn't clean. And maybe they're not in a position that everybody's equally yoked in doing groove, so it's going to look super off. So I'm telling you that right now. I know that coming off back in on the politics on how these companies work when it comes to grooving, but I'm going to call it out, though, as somebody who's an advocate for grooving in street dance. It's not authentic if you're not going to do it. Does that make sense? If you're doing a street dance context with a street dance track in the back. So you see what I mean? The hit and the lean back. So that was nice. He hits it over. Da, da, da. Subtlety with the ring up on that. Yeah, rotation is fine. And then like the love is cute. Like a little love it. And he hits it over to the side. He leans it in. So the switch up, now it looks like we're doing some form of breaking on this, but range is off on most of them, right? So they come back up. Nice little hit on that. And then the punch and the punch, which is fine. Yeah, and then round. So that was nice. I appreciated the hips on that at least. And then we do a little subtlety there. And then it goes running, the rotation, switch up on that. And they hit, boom. So I like the stickiness of it, right? So some of the texture was really nice. And then we hit, so I like when we hit that 3 times. Then we rotate over to the reset there. With the head, ISO is fine. Little wave on that. I would have completed it all the way through into the elbow on that. And they hit da-da-da-da-da out to the middle. And then they rotate. This right here, I see more groove, but it's more legato, right? More legato, no rot. Like if you're doing the old school, like we ain't seeing none of that. There's no soul in it, is what it feels like, right? So, so I like the body roll on that, which was nice. They come in. The pull is fine. I like the pull and how they switch the direction, so that was fine. They hit that boom, and the knockdown is fine. He throws it around. The turn was cool, and they had some subtlety on that, which was fine. Rotate it and bring it back. And it goes, we go hard. So at least my guy in center, he's doing a pretty decent job. We go hard, at least using this more so than the average Joe here. Yeah, they get it on top. So this right here, like this, you want to have this when you do this stuff. But will SBS allow it? I don't know. It looks like right now the answer is no. Yeah, but one of my guys has it a little bit more. Yeah, get it on top. Using that. Thank you. So I would say he sticks out in a good way thus far. Cool. And he pulls it, and I like how he pulled the jacket and he chunked it. So that was cool. So then we have rhythm. We're walking. Percussion shift out the gate. We're looking for more Afro infusion. Right? Dun, da, 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 da. And more of that kind of influence. I'm not saying that they're doing Afro by any means, but I'm saying like that. That's how it's shifted, where you have more like that beat. Does feel like a little bit of that that old school flair, a smidge. Same with groove here. It's more syncopated, yeah, and a different syncopation structure. They hit it over. We're so hot, boom, 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 and the burn. Yeah, a little boom, boom, boom. That right there. Oh my God, you could have been so freaking grimy on that. You know what I mean? Like really using the torso on these choices, but it's so isolated. So that is a note I'm giving to the company on that. The throw there, because I'm not going to blame the contestants for a lot of this, because it's they're the ones doing it. It's really it really should be those that have the responsibility to teach it, the responsibility to clean it, the responsibility to approve it. just that kind of stuff, like to guide them. The goal is for them to be guided, even if it's like a survival show, right? Like that's just my hot take on that. But yeah, the subtlety there was fine. The throw, now that part was fine. Boom, boom, boom. So I like that pull on that, and I do think with Afro, it does have a heavier leg, like a leg priority on a lot of cases though. But you still, but you're not like so freaking overly isolated. You know, it's unless it's part of your choice, like that's like an active choice you're making. But there's soul involved in the choice, not a I'm doing this isolated like leg work choice, right? So that was better there with the swing, swing, boom, 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 boom. So the trio here looks really nice there. Little tap, tap is nice with the head to accent that, which is nice. The turnover, body roll, boom with the knee, not the knee, with the elbow on that. They melt it around, they go down, which is cool. They go kazai. So I like that choice. That was fun. And it goes wheel. Now that right there, he keeps it pretty chill, and everybody else does the head on that. So that was fine. Range could have been better. Range meaning that not the timing of A to B on a move, so not here. It's a how far and how long it takes to get up and how long it takes to get to your next spot, right? So it's little stuff like that. So he goes and he reaches, he pulls it out, and he goes right. Head goes down, up. I like the subtle levels on that. You get the head on that. My guy right here, bless him. Yeah, so watch him. So watch the difference. That's a head ISO. Boom, boom. Right? But my guy right here, you can tell he hasn't done head ISOs. Watch, right here. No, like, because he's letting the head go with the shoulders, he's letting the shoulders go with the head. That's how you know. Normally, at head isolation, when you train it, it's the opposition. So if I want my head to stay still, I'm moving my shoulder. I'm technically still moving my head, but it's at a different rate of moving to the opposite side than my shoulders are. So my shoulders become the outlier, because the goal is to make this look fixed in place, so I can move everywhere I want to go and my head's not going to move, right? So that's, even though it is technically moving, it's all about opposition, but it takes time to get that. You're not going to get that in 5 seconds, right? So I am, if anything, a lot of the boys are going to grow in this kind of lane of show. I'm always an advocate for don't treat the dancers or contestants like crap and we'll be fine. Which is, there's some shows out there that are being very blatant about it, so I will not give them my time of day. But I've been recommended this, and because some people that we know are on it, we're gonna give this a shot. So it's cool. Anyway, but it's fine. Hit over the pool is fine with the pulse on that, and they had that boom in right. We go. And it goes, we go. Yeah, so Ligo on. I do like the fact that it is the same choreo for the Ligo on, we get it on top with all 3 groupings. And so you see how each grouping does it. And it's a little different. It's kind of cool. And I like how they have the X, which is really cool. Get it on top. Yep, we'll get it on top. And then we hit it back, hit it down, and get it on top. And the accent with the shoulder is fine. Yeah, I'm get it on top. Yeah. And that right there, a little bow and arrow. Some people have called, like SDC, was it Street Dance China season 5, started calling this a Barbie. I've heard it called a bow and arrow for a long time. This mouse right here. I mean, it just depends on who you learn it from, honestly. So I found that interesting. And they hit it over nice. I mean, they're doing a little Dougie. That type of Dougie looks very similar to Ice on My Teeth. A-Tease's Dougie from BB Trippin'. So I found that interesting that's kind of like our trend of Dougie right now. Anyway, so he hits it, boom. I like the crisscross. He goes over. I like that. Just that sweep around with the bring it up to a little barrel jump into. He just ends up double kicking it over the side like a little capoeira influence, which is fine. So I like the hit. So I like the rotation of this little accent with a little bandana, right? It's cool. Oh, we got 3 of them when we have that. They go, they hit like we're about to do a Brooklyn top rock, but we don't finish it, and we just dig out of it like a cat daddy is what it felt like. Yeah. Yeah, boom, 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 bring it in. He's going freaking off the charts, this guy right here. He goes, hey. Definitely probably one of the top ranked dancers if they had a dancer adjudication structure. That's light feet, so he's doing a little tic-tac, like he's about to do a lock-in or something along those lines. Hits it over, he hits it over, cool. I like the crisscross, and we build up the arms on that. That was really nice. Swing it in, he hits it over, pull through, and then they rotation, hey. And swing it in, boom, with the shoulders on this to travel it forward, which is nice. Then they turn around, which is nice, little pivot. They roll it down, down, up. So are these my leaders? Maybe. I don't know. It's cool, though. Anyway, in general, rhythm, groove, and beat. So we have Universe League. So they're teams. So 11/22, it's 23rd here, so that means this is out. Okay, yeah, interesting. Because universally, I'm assuming it's 3 teams, right? Cool, we're here for it. Love it. Awesome. So, found this. This is the actual, is what, 11/17/2024 on Ikigayo. So this is them doing We Ready on SBS Ikigayo here. So we're gonna watch this. This may get this block, not gonna lie. So we're gonna watch it anyway and risk it all. Here we go. The camera keeps blurring. Bless it, bless it. Funny. Do they already have their own light stick? So much better. So much better. Do a little heel twist on that. I will say the beat team on the live looks like night and freaking day. I'm telling you that right now. The other teams are fine. They look pretty similar. I liked how he hinged it. Thank you for that. Yes. So they stayed up versus hinging it down. Get it on top. Way cleaner. Yep. Nice. Da 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 da. Nice. Whoo! So, yeah. In general, this is fine. Spacing, incredible. So much better. So you can tell we've had practice. Much more practice here than what we have seen from that performance version, which normally is the opposite, right? So I find that interesting. I'd say Beat Team, out of all 3, I think showcased the biggest growth of movement quality. They were way more full in their choices. I would say Groove was about the same. Same notes I would give them in the performance version I would give here. And then in the red, I would say some of their choices were cleaner for sure, but also some of our feature choices hinging back instead of keeping it very isolated and very, standard. So I like the concessions that were made between the performance video and here. you can tell it is more rehearsed, which I definitely will totally be like, thank you for. It makes me very intrigued on the show. I may go Google the synopsis before. I know they have a whole little first episode cover dance thing that's out. I may watch that. I don't know though. Just to kind of get an idea of what do the teams mean, how are they made, that kind of stuff going into the analysis. I still don't know if I'll watch the episodes, but yeah, this was very interesting. I want to hear from you guys. If this makes it onto YouTube, I want to hear your thoughts. What are your vibes going into this show? Is this something that you're like, Jess, I'd love to see your journey on this, even if it's not on the episodes, but just in the analysis side? Y'all know me, I know you. I'm Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.